Area of squares and rectangles. Illustrate and estimate the area of a square or rectangle using square tile units. Explore inductively the derivation of the formulas for the areas of a square and a rectangle using square tile units. Find the areas of squares and rectangles in square centimeter and square meter, and solve problems involving area of squares and rectangles. Area refers to the amount of surface inside a shape. It is measured in square units. The formula for calculating the area of a square is area equals side times side. Side represents the length of one side of the square. This formula holds true for squares of any size, whether they are small or large. Find out the area of the square figures drawn below by using the formula. Compare the result of by using the formula and by counting the square units fit into it. Since the side of the square have 3 units square of 1 centimeter, the length of the side of the square will be equal to 3 centimeters. Using the formula, area equals side times side. 3 centimeters times 3 centimeters equals 9 square centimeters. Find out the area of the square figures drawn below by using the formula. Compare the result of by using the formula and by counting the square units fit into it. Since the side of the square have 4 units square of 1 centimeter, the length of the side of the square will be equal to 4 centimeters. Using the formula, area equals side times side. 4 centimeters times 4 centimeters equals 16 square centimeters. The formula for calculating the area of a rectangle is area equals length times width. In this formula, length refers to the longer side of the rectangle. Width refers to the shorter side of the rectangle. Multiplying the length by the width gives you the total area of the rectangle. This formula applies to all rectangles, regardless of their size or proportions. Find out the area of the rectangular figures drawn below by using the formula for the area of a rectangle. Compare the result of by using the formula and by counting the square units fit into it. Since the length of the rectangle have 5 units square of 1 centimeter, the length of the rectangle will be equal to 5 centimeters. While the width of the rectangle have 2 units square of 1 centimeter, the width of the rectangle will be equal to 2 centimeters. Using the formula, area equals length times width. 5 centimeters times 2 centimeters equals 10 square centimeters. Find out the area of the rectangular figures drawn below by using the formula for the area of a rectangle. Compare the result of by using the formula and by counting the square units fit into it. Since the length of the rectangle have 4 units square of 1 centimeter, the length of the rectangle will be equal to 4 centimeters. While the width of the rectangle have 3 units square of 1 centimeter, The width of the rectangle will be equal to 3 centimeters. Using the formula, area equals length times width. 4 centimeters times 3 centimeters equals 12 square centimeters. Let's try some activities. Activity 1. Find the area of the following shapes. Activity 1. Expected answers. What do you observe about the areas of the last 3 rectangles? Draw a rectangle, square having the given area on the grid below. Activity 2. Draw a rectangle, square having the given area on the grid below. Possible answers. When dealing with measurements, it's important to use the appropriate units for the context. Paper, being relatively small, is often measured in square centimeters because it's convenient for such small areas. On the other hand, larger spaces like classrooms are measured in square meters due to their size. A centimeter is a metric unit for measuring length, equal to 1/100th of a meter. What do you see in the picture? This shows a square that has sides measuring 1 meter each. What is 1 meter? 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. What is the area? Side times side equals area. 1 meter times 1 meter equals 1 square meter. The square with a side of 1 meter has an area of 1 square meter. A square meter is also a unit for measuring area. In symbol, it is written as m squared. We use square meters to measure the area of large surfaces like the floor of our houses, farmland, rooms, corridors, etc. Let's try some activities. Activity 3. Area of a rectangle and a square in square meters. Solving problems involving area. To solve a word problem, we follow the 4-step plan. Step 1. Understanding. Step 2. Plan. Step 3. Solve. Step 4. Check and look back. Step 1. Understanding. A. Read and understand the problem. Begin by reading the problem carefully to understand the context and what is being asked. Pay attention to keywords and phrases that indicate mathematical operations or relationships. B. Know what is asked for in the problem. Determine the specific question. What is it asking you to find or solve for? C. Find the necessary information. This could include numerical values, measurements, quantities, or any other relevant data. Step 2. Plan. A. Decide how are you going to solve the problem. Determine the operations to be used. B. Write the number sentence. Express the information given in the problem as mathematical equations. Step 3. Solve. This is where you solve the equation or the number sentence you came up with in Step 2. Use appropriate mathematical techniques to solve the equations and find the solution to the problem. Step 4. Check and look back. Double-check your work. See if you have performed the operations correctly and you got a reasonable answer. A garden plot is 4 meters long and 3 meters wide. What is the area of the garden plot? Step 1. Understanding. A. What is asked? Area of the garden plot. B. The given facts. Length equals 4 meters. Width equals 3 meters. Step 2. Plan. A. What operations to be used? Multiplication. B. Write the number sentence. Area equals length x width equals 4 by 3. Step 3. Solve. 4 times 3 equals 12. Double-check your work. See if you have performed the operations correctly and you got a reasonable answer. If your answer does check out, make sure that you write your final answer with the correct labeling. The area of the garden plot is 12 square meters. Mother is making a sheet to cover a study table with an area of 720 square centimeters. If the table has a width of 24 centimeters, what is its length? Step 1. Understanding. A. What is asked? Length of the sheet. B. The given facts. Area equals 720 centimeters. Width equals 24 centimeters. Step 2. Plan. A. What operations to be used? Division. B. Write the number sentence. Area equals length times width. 720 equals length times 24. Step 3. Solve. Divide both sides by 24. 720 divide 24 equals 30. Double-check your work. See if you have performed the operations correctly and you got a reasonable answer. If your answer does check out, make sure that you write your final answer with the correct labeling. The length of the sheet is 30 centimeters. Let's try some activities. Activity 4. Solve the following problems. Activity 4. Analyze and solve the problems. 1. My uncle has a square vegetable garden which measures 6 meters on each side. What is the area of his garden? 2. Mr. Pineda is making a wooden tabletop that has a length of 120 centimeters and a width of 90 centimeters. What is the area of the tabletop? 3. What is the width of a vacant lot with an area of 144 square meters and length of 16 meters?